Let me talk to you, man. After the season, man, it's some things we need to fix up, man. It's some things we need to address regarding the game moving forward. It's time to evaluate your job, what you're doing right now. I'm not saying you got to be fired or let go, but we gotta evaluate what you've been doing right now, man, and what has been going on with the NBA under your watch right now. But look, we're gonna start with some positive before I start going into some of the things I feel like need to be worked on. Let's go with some positives. The NBA right now is a global monster right now, man. Like they're not only are they growing and having, games all over the country right now, but business is booming. Revenue is going up. TV deals that might be in the works is projected to double the last TV deal or even triple the last TV deal. All type of sponsors are recouping their money and the sponsorship dollars are going up, from the patches on the jerseys to, more investments in the teams projections, and teams are worth more money now. So look, as far as the business aspect go, the NBA is doing their thing. That can't be debated. They are doing their thing. And look at this chart here. Look at this, man. Look at this team, the sponsorships, revenue categories, and how it's growing over the years. The NBA, the sponsorship revenue hit a record of $1.5 billion. So look, they doing their thing. That TV deal's looking to be around $76 billion. Like, come on, man. So as far as the business go, Silver's doing a great job. But we got to start going into some of these things, man. I want to tackle the finals first because that was the last thing that's probably fresh in everybody's mind. Even though it happened a week ago, this video ain't about the finals, but it's a part of the overall point. So we're going to start with the finals here, man. I'm going to ask y'all out here because I think I seen enough to kind of know what y'all feel. Y'all didn't feel like that was the finals. There's no way y'all felt like that was the finals. The feel, it just didn't feel like it, man. The marketing around it, it just didn't feel like a finals, man. I feel like the games was too spaced out. It was no type of investment into the finals. Like, nobody was meeting up with their friends and going out to eat, getting the whole table in the middle to watch the game. Nobody was doing that. And you would think where you have arguably two superstars per team going against each other, new teams that have a chance to win their first ring with their core, you would think it would bring a little bit of excitement because you're not, having a juggernaut team that is going to win. Which, well, we could argue Boston was that, right? I guess we could argue Boston was that. But there was a lot of people picking Dallas. So you had some of the key components, the ingredients, to make this a exciting finals. And we just did not get that. Aside from the gameplay, because there were blowouts that, contribute to, the feeling of it being lackluster. Adam, so I'm going to look at you in the marketing, man. You did a better job marketing the in-game tournament than you did the finals. The in-game tournament had, different customized courts for every team. Look at some of these courts here. Beautiful, beautiful courts. At least it's effort, right? You got some effort there. You got there's no trophies on the court, no logos. It wasn't anything, anything different. It just didn't feel different than a regular season. It didn't feel nothing. Like, what? Games too spaced out. I feel like game 1 would be on Monday, game 2 would be on Friday. Like, come on, man. There's no aura around the finals. There was the way y'all marketed Anthony Edwards and y'all was trying to send him to a plateau this year. Y'all didn't take any player that was in the finals and try to do that and make this journey. Y'all spent, y'all spend time just, I guess, watching like everybody else. I see no billboards. Even when Boston won, did they even pop champagne? I seen like 10 videos of LeBron and them popping champagne when they won the in-season tournament. I don't think I came across one video of what Tatum and them was doing. The only thing I got was Tatum trying to give us them legendary quotes. Him, having his book of famous quotes to say when he won, to try to act like it was, something he didn't think was about to happen this year. I mean, he knew once he had Dallas on there, well, it was food. But, Tatum trying to give us some legendary quotes is the most we got out of this. I think when you got the finals, that's supposed to be your magnum opus of the year. That's the big event to capitalize the whole year. That's where you're supposed to put everything into. And I feel like y'all dropped the ball with that. You just let it come and go. And most people felt the same sentiment. Nobody's really invested in what they seen. I'm like, why y'all can't just put a logo on the court, just in the corner? And then I seen the NBA actually haven't put logos on the court in like the last 7 or 8 finals. They ain't do it in 2015, 16, 18, 19, 21, 22, or 23. But when they decided to do it again? In the in-season tournament. Like, come on, man. Like, why? And the bullcrap reason they said why they stopped doing it was player safety. Do the logos come up off the ground? Is a player going to run and trip and fall over the logo? Like, and if y'all was player safety then why is it not player safety during the in-season tournament? Like, come on, man. Nah, that's a poor excuse, man. Y'all just didn't do it. Whatever. It was bad, But then we go to there. I think what I highlighted Adam Silver's ability to market and grow the game, and I highlighted that. But I think in his focus on growing the game, he forgot about the actual product. And what I mean by the actual product is suffering. Y'all wanted this offensive boom so much, y'all completely neglected the defense. Didn't feel a need to address it until the complaints reached the all-time high. And now I see an article that Adam Silver plans to meet with the team or the committee, and they're going to hash out a way to make defense prominent again. You don't think you're a little bit, 4 or 5 years, too late? 4 or 5 years, a little late on that? Like, come on, man. Like, you so worried about growing the game that the actual product where people is having issues with the referees, they're becoming more of a headache for the fan to watch. They're having so much of an impact on the game that we don't see you holding them accountable at all. The league hasn't taken any steps to address that. All y'all do is put them more on blast with a 2-minute stupid report that, if anything, just makes everybody mad. Make these dudes have a press conference, explain the calls, explain their reasoning, and there should be punishments for inconsistencies. Like, if a player looks at a ref and a ref just gives them a tech, that ref should be suspended the game. Like, something needs to happen when the refs completely take over and be super emotional, affect the game because they're in their feelings. Players get a bad call, the ref calls a bad call, player runs to the other end of the bench to sit down, and the ref gives them a tech. Stuff like that cannot be happening. That cannot be happening. Y'all need to address that, man. It got to be some type of penalty for these refs when they miss blatant calls that change the output of the game, because all y'all going to do is have a team protest it. Nothing's going to happen from the protest, and then we back, and then it's just regular schedule program. That cannot keep being the status quo. That something needs to change with that. You need to address the refs, and as part of the game, you have to address that. It's becoming a bigger and bigger issue as the games go on. Nobody's asking for the refs to be perfect, but we at least ask them to hold some accountability. And we don't feel like you give a damn about that. And, we get things like, foul baiting, which y'all try to address with the flop rule. So you try to do something there with the flop rule and, give a tech for flopping. And, that was cool. You tried there. Y'all tried. That's all we can ask without being, too strict on it. I hate when you just ignore it. But the constant complaining that these players do, what? Another issue is Adam Silver. I brought up the refs not having any consistency, but you don't have any consistency when it comes down to punishing these players or figuring out what punishment fits the crime. Going from a Ja situation to Mikal Bridges situation. I mean, sorry, not Mikal. I didn't mean to put that on you. Miles Bridges situation. And then going to Draymond situation. It's all over the place, man. It's all over the place. And then the way y'all let, the Nets owner, the way y'all let him dictate that whole Kyrie situation was nasty then and nasty in hindsight. just completely bullying him to do certain things. It was kind of it's nasty in hindsight, right? And it's just no stern punishment for what you do. You let the players off easy. Some players off easy. Other players get different punishments. There's no consistency when it comes to what you decide to do. You choke a player, you'll get 3 games suspended, and then you flagrant foul. You push a player and you get suspended 10 games. Like it's just no consistency, and the way you decide to punish players too as well. But another thing we're gonna go to, another issue I had when it comes to Silver, is he's seen this complaint before, but a lot of people say he's too buddy with the players. Just as far as like every move he makes, he want to make sure it's fair to the players, which I don't disagree with. But there's some time where you just got to take control and say, damn the players. Case in point, the All-Star game. I seen an article where he said he basically conceded that he doesn't foresee the All-Star game being competitive anymore. Like he just thinks that time of it being competitive has passed. You know why it has passed? Because you didn't try the right solution yet. The target score thing is a fad. That was a small little thing to do for that specific year. The untimely passing of Kobe made sense. That's why you got it. That was like a genie in a bottle type of situation. It's not something you could carry on. What you really need to do is put your foot down and say, look, if you guys don't want to naturally compete, I'm going to make this mean a lot more than it should. Take a page from baseball book, make the winner of the finals, whatever, East and West, bring it back to East and West, the winner gets home field advantage. Or if you don't want to go that route, whatever side wins, each team gets an extra ping pong ball in the draft on that conference. Make it mean something. Make it a reason for these players to want to try. And don't ask for their input. Like, cause at the end of the day, if you feel like they're beyond that, then no matter what you do, they ain't gonna try. I'm not in favor of doing the one-on-ones and all that, because I think you ain't gonna get the participation that you're looking for. So I don't think that's the route to go. I think this is a Adam Silver decision where he should make a firm decision with his committee, and the NBA PA better get on board. Y'all gotta get on board, man. But I think they should overrule. I think Adam Silver needs to overrule this decision and make it this way, man. Getting too much in the NBA PA's opinion when they only gonna look out, for their players. That's what their job is. Hasn't been conducive and it's not working. And you just conceding, saying, that's just the way it is not what we want to see from the commissioner. That's not what we want to see. So that's another thing we got to do. But to take it back up to the finals, we got to get the regular season viewership, if you guys didn't know, has been growing. So I see a lot of complaining too, what a lot of people have saying they feel like nobody watches the NBA anymore, but the viewership has been pretty constant and regular season wise. But the finals, it has been the lowest finals average since 2007. If we take out the COVID years of 2020 and 2021, because that was a different time, it has been the lowest finals average. And the finals have been going down every year for the past 3 years. Yeah, we got new champions. I mean, there's new teams in there. So at the end of some ain't right there with the way y'all market these finals, and that has to change. It has to change. Because your biggest event is now declining in viewership. That's not what you want. It's not what you want. It's not what you need, especially with new teams there. Again, that also comes down to the players, because we don't have any players that has played in there with the aura that some of the greats had, like Kobe, LeBron, Steph. These guys had an aura where the casual fan, if you didn't like them, you hated them, you wanted to see if they win or lose. You were invested. We haven't had anybody like that in the past 3 years. Nobody cared about, if Jimmy or Jokic wins. They don't have that aura. Jokic is a great player, one of the best in the league, arguably, but he doesn't have that aura. The man barely talks. So, you're missing that in the finals. And if you don't have that, then that's when Adam Silver and all of them need to step up and market the hell out of that finals, because they don't got nobody to carry it. Come on. And we're going to bring some of the blame, too, to some of these sports shows. Y'all too damn worried about the Lakers and who they going to get as a coach and who LeBron following and what LeBron ate for breakfast that y'all barely covered the finals. Y'all spend most of your time trying to break up a team that's in the finals. I don't even know if you can do that. Y'all trying to split them up in the middle of the finals where they trying to win it. I heard more talk about y'all trying to divide Tatum and Brown than actually trying to cover what's actually going on. So y'all play a big role in that too as well. Like, we need to see basketball get back to its pure essence, man. Go focus on the gameplay. The business has been great, but you have to do a better balance of focusing on the gameplay. We got to get the ratings on these finals up. It needs to be marketed better. The gameplay needs to be a center focus. It has to go back to being a center focus. The product that's on the court needs to be improved. Down from the defense, down to the refs, things need to improve. And that's my take on it. So, man, so that's what I got here. I understand. And you know what? One last point too, man. You know what really pissed me off about the finals? Is a situation where one of the players said, "Yo, man, what was it, Sam Hauser? I damn sure don't want to hear no bench player talking like this." What did he say? He said, "If we lose this game, it ain't the end of the world." Man, it's the damn finals. You shouldn't want to concede any game. Now, we don't realistically, y'all got more games left if y'all lose, but I don't want to hear you talking like that. And Adam Silver inherited a less competitive era, so I'm not going to put all that on him. The money these guys are making now, AAU has damn near exhausted these guys by the time they get to the league. All they want to do is, they pretty much done and over with basketball once they get there. So, he got a lot of guys who just don't have the passion for it anymore. There's nothing he can do about that. But that's why that's why you need to stop asking them for their damn opinion. Because some of these dudes don't give a damn. And now you got to be more assertive, man. Stern was assertive, man. He ain't give a damn what the players think. You got to get back to that. So this is Through the Scope, man. Quiz, let me know if y'all agree with some of these things I'm saying here. If y'all have some things I missed or things you want to add, this is Through the Scope. Like, subscribe. Peace.
George Clinton to rock over rap careers over better off acting. What trouble